Here we go again. Just to let you know, there are crooks somewhere on a wiretap listening in on my phone conversations. How do I know? They've been doing this for years. So again, my training experience has told me anytime they block me on the internet from doing something where I have to pick up a phone and call an operator, it's not for law enforcement purpose, although that's where it is. For narcotics distribution, sex trafficking, racketeering, and extortion purposes, to include murder in the first degree, premeditated for years on end, daily, multiple murders. Now, I don't think they could do much with what I would get on the phone and do. They don't have to communicate. They just know they have dirty cops in the mix, so they force a phone call to see if the cop can screw something up. So if you're having trouble getting through on where you can usually just go online and start service and things like that, it's these people. And they're blocking your service with government process and power. Even if it's a contractor, they're allowed to do it because some piece of shit in government approves crime as the highest order of law enforcement. So I get on the phone, their man or woman receives the information and then gives it to whoever they need to give it to commit the crimes. I'm telling you, administration, you stop them now, or you can continue to be blinded and move into shit that's going to fuck you for years to come. That's what it is. You're about as stupid as it gets over here. I've never seen anybody stupider. I mean, just the fact that you listened to Laura Loomer lost you who knows how many votes. I mean, there are people that back you verbally, but you listen to Laura Loomer for security advice? I mean, you're the laughing stock of the world. They just won't laugh at you because you'll fuck their life. You stop an $18 billion payment to New York off of some bullshit that you need to spend. This idea where Biden caused inflation is bullshit. It was price gouging. You need to spend that money. He knew he needed to spend that money to get the economy up. When the corporations were moving the returns and the profits they were moving, there's no way it was anything but price gouging. It's all the evidence you need to know. Now, granted, some of those people, if they charged less than they did, you would destroy their lives, or the deep state would destroy their lives. If a corporate, it's a monopoly. If a spy entity says that corporation A, B, and C have to charge $50 an hour, they have to charge $50 an hour, or they ruin their life because you won't police it. In fact, most likely use it for your own devices. Like I told you, they're neither Republican or Democrat. They're just keeping that battle going so they can cover all of their crime, all of their drug trafficking, all their sex crimes and sex trafficking under this bullshit. That's a scam. If you find that you can't do online stuff and they're sending you to the phone, there's a dirty cop on your phone. Listen. Federal, state, and local. They only have to be connected. The spy entity knows they want that information given to their cop, not to protect it. Get the fuck off it. You're the fucking most dangerous fucks that's ever been in government. Every last one of you. Pointing to me like I'm dangerous. Fuck you and fuck your psyop that tried to make me dangerous. And fuck your families and your organizations. We'll reapply that. Whoa. Oh, I failed the test? Fuck you and fuck your test. Every time you talk about the test, think about the test, you'll fucking puke. Somebody's got to speak to him like this, or we'll never get out of it. Fucking bullshit test. Bullshit psychology. Fucking animals, every last one of them. You stay the fuck off my internet, or you'll fucking rot in hell with your fucking families on Earth. Whoa. Watching their fucking attack. Their big fucking attack. This is it. He's running from us. The reason they did it and increased it is because every time I start my electric power, I remember that I had to find out because she never gave me the answer as to whether the power's on now. But I don't want to start my power in my name a few days or the power in a few days early for the gas company if I don't have to. So I'm waiting for her to call me back and give me the answer she didn't give me. But they think, oh, he's afraid to turn the power on. Well, inflation. That's really where they are. They're crazy. I went to start up my power a few times and I backed out of it because I'm like, oh shit, I never got that answer. Doing their psyop. What makes you afraid to start the power? Hey, don't pull out, move over the cranberry next to the temple in the church. That was a neat trick, wasn't it? Right, I'm moving to Cranberry, and that's where the LDS temple is, and probably the largest LDS community in this area. So I go to the trailer and I see a church, and it turns out, on the way back, I figured out it was LDS. They didn't have any apartments ready anyway. They do now, but I prefer to live there, but I'm not going to live there around LDS. The crooks. The crooks, the deep state crooks. Oh, this means you can do something because somebody else did something. Well, bullshit. Been under this for 35 years. They go to hell for even suggesting it. Whoa. That the LDS need to be fully investigated and vetted before they're allowed to do anything. Who knows what they're doing to these veterans? Obviously, they're trying to do some shit with some slutty whore, a bunch of slutty whores from their organizations. Don't tell me they're not slutty whores. You ever checked in that pussy and everybody knows it. The question is how many men you had do it. Projection doesn't exist. Well, every religion speaks about a projection and a metaphysical. Isn't that neat how they turn that off and turn that on whenever they want to? Now they'll say, well, what are you worried about? Oh, let's flip the script now. You get to fuck somebody's internet. Because why? Because they have to act like they're not afraid of it. They have to act like it doesn't bother them. We were there 25, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, but not now, okay? Curse you and curse your families. Bottom line. Administration needs to stop the deep state instead of using it. Or you're just going to make stupid mistake after stupid mistake. I can't believe that you're not stupid, but maybe you are. Or maybe they're double agents. And they're the ones telling you to use the deep state stuff. But that's how that guy got like that and freaked out on the LDS. They're on his internet, they're on his this, or like you go to it, because he wouldn't do what he was supposed to. We do what we're supposed to do. That's why we get. So you're a devil, and that's why you get, and you agree to that system. But you run churches and governments. You call yourselves holy and pure. If I fuck you off, I get some. If that's not the reaction you want, too fucking bad. Because nothing else works. Dangerous? Fuck you and fuck your families. You fucking kill people from the computer and laugh about it. Block their medical treatment, block their health, block their friends, block their families, block relationships. Remember, there are millions of people dead across the planet for doing it. It's just the inside and the bullshit that you won't let be seen, or the bullshit you say instead of letting it be seen. Russians and Ukrainians were two very large crime families in the United States that set up the deep state as it exists in the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, as well as other locations. Millions and millions of them dead. All across the globe. But we're winning! And of course, Israelis also. And anybody with big money and a spy interest set up the deep states. Yeah. Our government's going where Russia and Ukraine are. They can't get out of war. They can't think their way out. They can't think to not kill each other. It's only a matter of time. You're running out of time. Stand down the deep state and stop it. Yeah. Deep state's running just as hard as it was under Biden. No, he's done too much. Well, curse you and curse your families. I mean, if that's where you want to be, all of you, that's where we'll go. Oh, no, I don't have a family. Right. You took that out before. So it doesn't mean your family's off limits just because they're not there anymore. Your family's definitely not off limits. Not at all. It's a little scam they got. Oh, families are off limits. You know, all those tragedies you see where a person kills their family, then kills himself? That's them. That's their silence. That's what it causes. There are no choices. They know there's no choices. They laugh about there being no choices. They're at that level of megalomania. So don't let them talk about their families that are off limits. They killed family after family. Again, hopefully Ross Township isn't part of it, but that gunplay is a sign that maybe you're part of it. And God's sending you a message like you need to stop before your township goes to hell. I'm definitely a PA Township boss. Started working for Warrington Township when I was 16. Are any of you being born, or most of you being born? Let's see what year that was. 1970 or 1980? I'm here to play games all of you. You will not get me to act out physically and have not been able to get me to act out physically. But I will curse you and curse your family till you rot in hell together and are away from the innocent creation that you all call things such as sinners and criminals. Now, again, the Pope's a little bit off. I'll address this one. The Pope's a little bit off. They don't understand how immigration works and how it fails. I don't agree 100% with what the administration is doing. That's their business. But again, they can't see to wage a better Hearts and Minds campaign because, again, they're probably deep state. I'll just keep projecting violence. I'll just keep reading it and curse you. They're just going to bang their head against the wall all day, all year. Bing, 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 more. Bing, 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 more. Bing, 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 more. It costs the planet millions and millions of lives because they won't stop. The Russians and Ukrainian mob are absolutely entwined in our government or war. Obviously, Israelis, what's that guy's name? Pollock or Pollard. So that kind of thing. But they're doing the deep state stuff also. Spies will watch the victim, and then when they want information to hit the line attack, and it's nothing illegal. There's no reason that it should. Everybody has a right to go online and do it online. They'll screw it up so you can't do it online. Now, they're going to say, oh, there was an outage. No, they are the outage. It's a scam. Just like I knew certain people were working for Silicon Valley before everyone else, before it went public. No, I didn't. I investigated. Like I knew it from some source instead of just looking at it and investigating. Doesn't matter if you're that specific person or not, you're going to go to hell for being the deep state owner, whether you're Republican or Democrat. So what they're doing is trying to get me to move the cranberry next to the LDS church. What a bunch of weirdos. Oh, that's their mind, believe me. That's their goal. The LDS can make complaints about me all day, try to psyop me, and try to turn me into those two idiots that actually broke down and cried. And they're not idiots. I mean, it's a lot of stress. They're not me, and they're not the caliber of me, and that's obvious. Very few people are. Oh, these are delusions that it has. It is actually this grandiose creation that does all these things, and more evidence that I do what I say I do than what any of you say you all do, and including you all using my stuff to make yourselves millions and millions of dollars and great credit in government as far as being effective. Meanwhile, the people that actually commit these crimes that they throw on their victims are actually living a life of it. In fact, some of them are cops. A lot of the serial killers you can't find, they're investigating. It's probably a missing exploited children, something big like that. They've proven they're serial killers by what they do on the deep state activity. There's evidence somebody was monkeying around with my Walmart over yesterday. As soon as I call and not complain, but say what's going on, all of a sudden they all came within minutes. I mean, there's sick people. There's no use for people like that. They just need to move off and go to hell. So just to let Ross Township know, if you are part of the deep state bullshit that's coming against my life, that's most likely why your township's beginning to degrade. You signed on, and you signed on to a lot of hell. I'll tell you that. You've seen Sugar Plum Fairies of the Great Investigator busting more for all those 50 cold cases that have been disproven 100,000 times each, even to the investigator that's investigating it. New community and another scam. You all just such great officers that you're gonna solve the cases. Within 6 months to a year, they'll let you know how far out you've put yourself. Well, I thought we were going to arrest him in a month. I thought we were going to arrest him in a couple. No, but they're protecting him. They're protecting him. That's what they start saying. In fact, we know they're projectionists and they're being protected. And then they'll say, we got to do something. I mean, this guy's got evidence on us now. That's the scam. And he's snitching on us. Now you got to go to the next level. We got to break in. We got to break in. We got to break him. We got to break into his place. That's the scam. Get you to commit crimes against me, and then tell you even more so you got to take me out. Just like every other criminal entity in the world, they're working you over to make you their slave. Shittiest cops in the world have spent their life trying to kill me using Spyker. He's full of shit. None of it was necessary. None of it is. They're fucking liars. That's why they pay them the money. Because they're the biggest fraudsters they could ever find. I just happened to work with them. If I didn't work with them, nothing would have happened to my life. I guarantee you, Russians paid money to have me taken out in Baltimore, Maryland. And they come up with this bullshit. Well, it's because we're both concerned with how dangerous this guy is. Bullshit. They have everywhere they want and are never investigated. I mean, obviously, next month we're going to learn that not listening to me cost you all plenty of losses, but they'll tell you, more did that to you, more did that to you. That's another one of those games. You just step away from my life. You just need to do it. Or God will take every last one of you and every one last one of your families and send you to hell, no matter how long it takes. Well, what if he thinks like he has to do it? What if he wants to physically act out? He's dangerous. Put him on the list again. Put him on all the lists. Bullshit. You've been doing this to me for 35 fucking years with whores in the BOP, whores in the Marshal Service, whores in the courthouse, whores in religion, whores in yoga. You're the dangerous ones. All you need is some woman they like another cop or somebody in yoga, to say, oh, that guy's cute. I wouldn't mind being with him myself. They'll want to kill the guy, kill the gal, kill whoever it is as fast as they can, just simply because they liked somebody that they liked, or somebody that they liked, like the victim, or the person, or the thing. That's how psycho they are. That's dangerous. That's your CIA, it's your FBI, that's your Marshal Service, that's your judiciary. They're that uncontrolled. Always talking, oh, we got to control the other people. There's still a theory that John was killed because she liked him. And then I'm being taken out because there was a belief that there was something. Simply just some sort of wacko techie or wacko CIA or wacko cop that wanted to kill anybody that was even remotely possible for that person. Right. So they take everything that they learn in an investigation, how to mess with somebody's head, and you know what they do? They use it against their coworker while the coworker is trying to do work. Scumbagging the entire government effort. Oh, somebody curses. Well, do you think if somebody's harassed and given nothing and everything's taken away for 35 years, they might say, fuck you? Do you think maybe that's possible? I mean, of course, you cops say that about me just because fuck him and fuck him and fuck that and fuck that. Right. You're a bunch of fucking nutbags and you'll burn in hell. It's just the way it works. I can fix my life in a second. They just come clean about what some of it was and send me the money. This isn't extortion, you fuckheads. You're the biggest fucking extortionists in the fucking world. Fuck you and fuck your families and fuck your extortion. Whoa! In fact, somebody said they don't even have to come clean. Everybody knows what it is. But nobody will ever do anything that might take a penny. That's the only shit they leave in government. Last rules. That's why every president, oh, you're a pedophile. So they won't stop the scam. Because if you stop the scam, then you're a pedophile, right? Just worry about yourself and we won't call you a pedophile anymore. And they go, that's all one has to do. Bullshit. Went off in line, just, figured they wanted me to leave the government, and I did. Then they tried to scumbag that. Because the whole goal is for you to have $0. They make people homeless. Former government employees, they make them homeless. Don't let them go back to work, man. They're sickos. All because some coworker that was a woman happened to like that guy. Or a guy that happened to like that gal. That's how sick they are. Been sick their entire life. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do.